was solid as a rock. So let me walk through a scripture that is rarely ever used for this particular situation, and it gives us more than just that God will fulfill his promises. It gives us more the nature of God. It's almost like it's his whole nature to fulfill and to follow through with the word that he's given us. So I'm going to go to a scripture that you've probably never ever seen used for this. I'm just going to read it straight instead of trying to tell you from my memory, which I could probably get pretty close, but it's just easier for me to read it. This is in Matthew chapter 16, starting at verse 13. Jesus asks his disciples, "Who do people say the Son of Man is?" And they said, "Some say John the Baptist, others say Elijah, others say Jeremiah or one of the prophets." He said to them, "But who do you say that I am?" Simon Peter replied, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." And Jesus answered him, "Blessed are you, Simon Bar-Jonah," or Simon, son of Jonah. "For flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father who is in heaven. And I tell you, you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it." So here's the deal. How does this scripture relate to what we're talking about? And so then he said, "Well, who do you say that I am?" And the only person among the 12 was Simon, son of Jonah. He said, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." And Jesus' response here is profound, and this is the foundation of what we're talking about in this message. He said, "Flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father who is in heaven." Excuse me. So flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father who is in heaven. And Jesus is making a huge deal about this. And then he says, he gives them this new name, this title of Peter, which means Petrus, or the rock. It's such a big deal that Jesus is titling him, giving him the title on which the description of every revelation from the Father is given. You can bank on it. The revelation from the Father is the rock that we can stand on. It is the immovable stone that the gates of hell cannot prevail against. So when God gives you a promise, when he gives you a download, when he gives you something that is from him, and it says out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word of the Lord shall be established.